Well, it's morning and it's a beautiful day. It's a little windy. I can live with that. It's fine. I don't mind a little bit of wind. Who's over here? There's a bird. But it's nice enough. Oh, that's just... Okay, never mind. It's just lonesome. I was just like, is that a weird bird? No, it's a normal bird. But it's nice enough that I'm not wearing a sweater. And because I'm not wearing a sweater, I'm using my egg apron because I don't have any pockets. So hopefully we have some eggs to put in my egg apron. Though I don't know that we will have very many because, to be honest, Tristan brought in all of the eggs from there, and it's not as early in the morning as I would like. I kind of got a late start. So, oh, there are two. That's nice. My brown and my blue egg. Let me just slide these into my pockets here. So we got those two. That's nice. That is excellent. No, I don't see anything else laying around here. Just gonna check. No, we're okay. Hi, Shadowfax. Just my pony. Hi, bud. Oh, he's like, don't touch me. Fine. I won't touch you. I'm just taking a look because I've been finding like duck eggs. Like yesterday, I found some duck eggs out here. But I don't see anything. I'm going to send the kids to look. But we were losing some duck eggs from that crow. So, what are you going to do? The crow was gone. The crow. Now we can pets? No? How about pets? Yeah? Yeah? Sort of? He's like, no. I am not a baby. I know. So what's the plan for today? I have to make more butter. I know it seems like I make butter all the time. I kind of do. Hi, ducks and chickens. Excuse me, guys. But I kind of do make a lot of butter, mostly because we use a lot of butter. So I'm just going over here just to check out where the ducks have been hanging, just in case. Hi! It's doggo time! Here come the doggos out of nowhere. They're here to play. Vodka went to the vet yesterday, but he's feeling fine, looking fine. Let's see if there's any quail eggs. We're not going to get any yet. We don't get until May. Because really it's about how much sun is there. And there's not really enough sun. Even though it's a sunny day, I mean enough daylight. They need a certain amount of daylight in order to lay. Okay. A mountain of eggs in here for hatching. 3. Let me just get those in my pocket. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 of those. That's good. We love silkies. Yes, because you guys are beautiful. Beautiful birds. See if there's any more eggs in here. I don't think there will be. So that's a good amount of eggs. Not in there. Nope. 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 Hi, buns. My bunnels. And I'm just going to take a little glance in here to see if I find any eggs. Hi, Tequila. And what else are we doing today? Making butter. We have to clean and move that brown hutch right there. That one right there. We got to move that because on Monday we have to lock down Deli and Stump. Here's Bonnie. Okay, people were wondering if he was dead. No, he's just a butt. And he likes to just kind of lay around and do nothing. He's a butt. So I have to make butter. I have to clean that pen. Here comes Whiskey. It's dog time. Woof, woof, woof. And what else do I have to do today? I have to do something else now. I can't remember what it is. What else am I doing today? I don't remember. I feel like it's important that I remember what else I was doing today. But I can't remember. You're excused. It's Tequila. I don't know. What am I doing else? There's something else I was supposed to do today. And I don't remember what it is. It's going to be one of those important things. You know, one of those things that's really important that you're not supposed to forget about. And I've forgotten about it. I should make bread. That wasn't it, though. There's something else. Move Lucky and the 3 ducks that hatched out to the brown shed. Okay, move them out there because the ducks have hatched. He can now have duck friends next week. Next week, Lucky the chick, who thinks he's a duck because he hatched out of a duck group, he can move with the other chicks that are going to hatch next weekend. So, have to do that today as well. Also, you want to see how much Silverado has dug up his pen? It's crazy. Look at this. He's got all these hills and valleys. All of that. All of this nonsense. Look at how crazy that rabbit is. He just likes these hills and valleys, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Also, Vodka's up there. We got to keep an eye on Vodka because he's not wearing his collar. He's not wearing his collar because we took it off for going to the vet. Because there's no point. Like, we knew where he was. He was in the car with us. Why do you need the collar? Why do you need a collar telling you where he is if he's in the car with you? And he's on a leash in theory. Vodka's going in. Tequila's over that way. Tequila's going in the barn. I think Vodka is going in to check on the kittens. He is pretty good dog, so let's go check. There's 3. I named one Peach. Sounds like I'm keeping her, doesn't it? I'm not supposed to keep any more of Gwen's kittens. I'm not supposed to. But it kind of sounds like I might be keeping her, doesn't it? I'm not. No, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Squinch past. Hi, Gwen, baby. So, Gwen has already been the most spoiled girl. This one is Peach. So this one has some peach colors. This one is solid gray. And the other one is gray and white like Jake, but your mama's sitting on her. I'm so excited. I don't know. Am I keeping that one? I don't know. I like that one. I like that one. And Gwen is such a good mama. Why are we having babies right there? I don't know. She could have picked a more private place to have babies, but apparently she doesn't care. She doesn't really care. She doesn't really care. So, because she doesn't care, and she loves having the dogs around, so we're not particularly worried. I did have somebody ask, well, how do you socialize your dogs to the kittens? These guys, their mama does it. Mama cat does it. Mama basically shows her kittens to Tequila and Vodka, and they go, oh, those are our kittens then. Okay. So that's basically what happens. Right? Our cats are pretty good at it. They do not need me to facilitate introducing their own children to the livestock guardians. I know it's an important step that you have to make sure you are introducing new creatures, even new baby creatures, to the livestock guardians, and I do it with the chicks and the ducks and stuff because they don't have a mama. I'm the mama. So I know that is an important step. However, the cats handle that step. So we don't worry about that because the cats introduce their children to the dogs. So I don't have to worry about it. So it's a non-issue, right? Because it's a non-issue, switching hands, that hand's getting sleepy. But because it is a non-issue, here goes Tequila, Vodka. But because it's a non-issue, we just let the cats handle it. So the cats tell the dogs if you can get close or not, and the dogs respect it. Our dogs are good. We don't have to worry about our dogs and whether or not they are doing the right thing, because our dogs are fantastic with littles. So it's the same with the baby bunnies. It's fine. Anyway, what I'm doing now is doing something else that I forgot about. I forget. That's okay. That is okay to forget. So those are the things I have to do today. I have to make butter. Maybe I have to make bread. I don't know if I have to make bread. I better check. And we got to move Lucky. Also, you stinking duck, get your head out of that coop. Hey, you're eating all their food. Excuse me. Yeah. Get your head out of there, you little twit. There, just put this here. Yeah, because you guys are twits. There we go. Hopefully, I need a bigger board. Yeah, you're a twit. That was funny. Anyway, it's time to go inside and worry about making butter. I have to do that. So, dogs are having a good time. Tequila's staring intently at something. Or she was. I don't know. Anyway, there's vodka. And yes, the dogs are perfectly safe with all the birds. I am not worried. They're not going to hurt the ducks. They're not going to hurt the chickens. They're not even going to hurt the quail because, oops, I'm touching the mic. But when a couple of the quail got out yesterday through that gap, Tequila helped find them. She didn't hurt them. So everyone's good. She doesn't want the ducks going down the path. She's a little possessive. She's a little bit possessive of her birds. She likes them where she wants them. So it's just the way it is. Anyway, it's time to head inside and make butter. I have to do butter today because we're completely out. That's what happens when you make cookies. So yes, now I'm going to head inside, worry about butter. All right, Lucky is now in a box with a couple of ducks. And they are, Lucky can jump, by the way. They're fascinated by Lucky. Lucky's like, get away from me. But they're all going to go together. Lucky can teach these little guys the ropes. These little guys are only 48 hours old, so, you know. But that's what's going to happen. They're going to go out to the brooder, learn to get along. This guy's a little bully. This duck's a bit of a bully. Stay there. So they will be little buddies for about a week, and then we'll move Lucky in with some chicks that are supposed to hatch this weekend. So everyone will have buddies, and nobody will be alone. So I told you, Lucky wouldn't be a singleton duck, singleton chicken. We do call him Lucky Duck, but he's not a singleton for long. Ideally, you shouldn't brood ducks and chickens together, but for a week, it's going to be fine, especially since these guys are still so little. So we're just going to go stick them out in the brooder, and then that is where we will visit them from now on, instead of in the house. Because chickens don't belong in the house. They belong outside, being chickens and doing chicken stuff. Well, making butter. Got to make the butter. So when you make butter, is it ideal if you can use fresh milk from your own cow? Sure. Is it required? No. You can use cream that is bought from the store. You can't use milk. You have to buy cream. You're looking for a heavy cream or a whipping cream or something that's higher than 33%. I use a 35% milk fat. The percentage on your different milks and creams refers to the milk fat. And you need that milk fat because the milk fat is what makes the butter. So you do need to have enough milk fat. So 33 or higher, I prefer 35. I find it makes a nice creamy butter. So I'm just going to turn this on. We are not going to record that. This gets very loud. And I have things to do over that way that involve probably brushing the dog. He's very hairy. He's very hairy. But we are going to let this run. It's good. This is a slower mixer. It's a good mixer, but it's a slower one. It doesn't go as fast as my hand one, but I'm not using the hand one because it would be way too... I'm not standing here. That's annoying. So we are going to basically do this for about 10 to 15 minutes is normally what it takes on high speed. And I'll check on it a couple of times, but we'll come back when it's actually done and ready to drain, because you have to drain the buttermilk off of the butter. So we'll do all that when we get back. But for right now, I'm going to let this run, and then I will come back because it's way too loud to leave it running while the video records. And I don't feel like time-lapsing because I'm not really going to be doing anything in this area while we time-lapse. So we're just going to skip the whole thing. So we'll be back when the butter's done. Well, it's done. It just whirred around for a little while. So I dump it through my cheesecloth to strain out the milk. Use a silicone spatula to scrape the extra butter. We don't want to leave any butter behind. That's my little RoboVac is having a little bit of a temper tantrum. I think he's stuck on a sock because he's in the laundry room. When you go in the laundry room, sometimes there's a sock in your way. It's just the way it is. So what we're going to do is get all this butter out. Yes, I know, Alfred. I will be there eventually. Just calm down. Control yourself. His name is Alfred. Our little RoboVac, his name is Alfred. I'm still going to need that bowl because I'm going to use that bowl to add salt. And I'm going to actually add a little pepper to this butter. You know, a seasoned butter. So after you put the butter in there, you squeeze the buttermilk out. Squeeze. You really got to squeeze the buttermilk out. And you got to wash the butter in cold water a few times to get the excess buttermilk out. Wring it out. Really wring that buttermilk out. You want to get all that buttermilk out of the butter. So I'm going to, off camera, give it a good wash. When it is basically washed, we'll come back, throw it in there, add some salt and pepper, and then we will have butter. That'll be exciting, but I don't need this anymore. I don't need that anymore. Also, I have buttermilk on my hands. So we are going to wrap that up. Come back when that is dripped in a little 20 minutes. Give it some time. I'll give it a quick wash in the cold water. Let that drip for about 20 minutes. Then we'll come back and add some salt and pepper to it and fluff it up in the mixer again with a different paddle, because that paddle has whipped cream all over it. Because before it turns into butter, it turns into whipped cream, and that coats the thing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're moving on. We're going to let that drip for a little bit. Then we'll come back, add some salt and pepper. Well, my butter's in here. I'm going to add some salt. I'm careful with the amount I add. We're gentle with the amount because we don't want to go crazy, right? We don't want an accident. There we go. And for blades, I'm just using this more solid beater. And then I'm going to turn it on, give that a whip. Again, we'll do it off camera because, again, this is a loud machine. It's a good machine, but it's a loud one. So we'll do it off camera, and then I will be able to push that butter into my butter dish. Now, I actually really do love making butter. Could I buy butter at the store? Of course I could buy butter at the store. Do I want to buy butter at the store? Not particularly. I enjoy making it, and I can control the salt level. I can add pepper. I can do all kinds of fun things to my butters. And I do frequently. So I really enjoy making my own butter. It's not something you have to do. If you don't like making butter, don't. But I happen to really enjoy it. So I'm going to whip this up, and then we will come back and push it into the butter dish. Then we have some other stuff to do. Well, that actually didn't take long at all. It never does. So we are going to put our butter in our butter dish. First, starting with the butter in here. Oh, that looks nice. I really like doing stuff like pepper and stuff. You should see some of the fun things I put in my butters. Well, you probably have. If you've been following around with my butter videos that I release once a week, usually, I have put quite a lot of fun stuff. I did a raspberry butter last week, orange raspberry, which is probably one of my favorite butters because it's just so delicious, right? It's just fantastic. I absolutely love it. So if you get a chance to make the raspberry orange butter, you should, if you like raspberries. If you don't like raspberries, you're not going to like it. But you basically just use either fresh or frozen raspberries, a couple other ingredients, smash it all together with a set amount of butter, and then you're having a great day because it's delicious. There we go. I'm not going to bother putting these in molds because I'm actually out of butter. I am actually out of butter. So here we go. There we go. I'm just pushing it directly into my butter dish. There. That's what it looks like. And I'm pushing it directly into the butter dish because I literally had no butter. There we go. Problem solved. Butter crisis averted. Now we have a few other things to do, like checking on those baby bunnies, and we got to go back outside. We got stuff to do. Going outside will probably be our last thing. I mean, I might make some popcorn, but that's not really video worthy. I might make some popcorn, go curl up, watch a movie. After we go outside. But first, we gotta check on the baby bunnies. So let's go do that right now. Well, they're not even hiding. So there really isn't a ton of mystery. These guys are so cute and soft. And I don't see any eyes. Oh, well, maybe. Let me look. Oh, yeah, eyes are starting to open. Eyes are starting to open. So on Tuesday, yeah, eyes are starting to open. On Tuesday, they are going to go back into their mama's normal enclosure. Anyway, I can tell what color your eyes are. Are they not open enough for that? They're not open enough for that. But they're going to go into their normal enclosure. I actually thought this little one would pass, but they're almost 2 weeks old. And they're doing fine. So on Tuesday, we're going to move them back into their mama's normal space without a nest box because their eyes are opening, and I guess he's fine. I mean, he's so little. He might just be a runt. We'll see if he makes it because this little white one is so tiny. But they're going to be 2 weeks old in just 3 days. Like, they're 11 days old today, if I'm doing the math. Yeah, they're 11 days old today. So, I don't know. I thought this little one was a goner at first, but I don't know. He's growing. He's just smaller than they are. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. But we do have 2 blue-eyed whites, and we have 1 broken blue. We have no way of knowing if this one's Vienna marked until it's opens its eyes all the way and I see if it has blue eyes. These 2 definitely will have blue eyes because they're definitely double Vienna. But it is time to go outside and check on all the animals and go see if the chicks and ducks are doing all right. We'll go see, because that'll be fun. Well, everyone's here and everyone's great. They spilled their water. Because of course they did. They're ducks. They're ducks. They spilled their water. So I'm going to that's why we have paper towels in here. So I'm going to have to get the paper towels, make sure that they are cleaned up because you can't leave the spilled water. It's not a good idea. But yeah, 3 little ducks and a little lucky duck who's not really a duck. But they're all looking good, and they're not going to be too cold. Sometimes people get concerned out here, but it's not too cold. This has power. This has power. It's fine. This shed has power, so we're good. So these guys are going to be just fine. They're just hanging out, doing their cute little thing. So we are going to continue to check on them every day, of course. Hopefully everyone makes it. You never 100% know. Because let's be honest, especially in that first week of life, little chicks, ducks, whatever, can pass away. So we are definitely going to keep a close eye on them, make sure everyone is doing just fine. That one can't jump. You got to go around to the lower side. You're not going to make it. But Lucky's a week old already, so Lucky will probably be fine, unless for some reason he gets wet or chilled, but he should be fine. And he'll go in with the chicks over on the other side later. So we are going to go check on everybody else. I will go clean this up because that's annoying. And it's not good for them to get wet. So I will clean this up and then we'll go outside and check everyone out. But I'm not going to make you watch me mop up muddy water because that's not at all entertaining. It's more the cute, sweet little babies that are entertaining. We're going to keep our eye on them as they grow. Well, it's actually kind of windy out here. It's not bad because it's fairly warm, so it's fine. But it is a little bit windy. So because it's a little bit windy, it is not as nice as it would be if it was less windy. Hi, Shadowfax. So we are going to go look at this pony who literally has hay and mud and nonsense all over his back. Like, okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He's fine. And then we're going to go in here, and the wind has blown open all the doors, so yay. And I'm just going to take a look. First of all, I'm making sure that other chicken's not broody again, because what can happen when they get broody is sometimes they basically starve themselves to death because they don't want to eat. But that's a bad idea. So we're just making sure she's not all that broody. She doesn't seem to be. I think she's out there. But I thought I would check. I got to fill their water buckets because I'm betting the ducks spilled them. Because, you know, ducks, man. Hi. I love you too. You're the best little pony. He is starting to slick out. So I know he looks like a hot mess, but he is starting to slick out. So he is losing that winter hair. That'll be so nice for him. But it's going to be, a couple of days are going to be cold this week. So it's probably for the best that he still has a little fluff. Arwen is much sleeker than she was because she was getting quite fluffy from the winter, but she shed out quite a bit, so that's a good thing. Anyway, let's see if these guys have laid anything. Dollish times they haven't, because they're not gonna. It's gonna be a couple weeks yet. Yeah, you guys are looking good, though. You guys are looking good. And then we're going to go over here. There's going to be no eggs in this one because I already got the eggs out of it. Tristan brought in your eggs. Yeah. So I know there aren't any eggs in there because there's only a certain number of... Man, you guys are loud. You guys are so loud. Yeah. You guys are so loud. Where'd the other ducks go? Oh, they're over there. Don't worry about it. They're over there. It's fine. It's like there's only 4 of you. Chickens. You guys are so loud over here. Deli is so pregnant. So I don't know if you can see. She's black, so it's hard to tell. But she's quite chonky. She's quite chonky. So she's quite pregnant. That's good. She goes into lockdown. So does Stump, by the way. But she goes into... That's Stump. They go into lockdown on Tuesday. So these guys are doing fine. Doing their bunny nonsense. And he's digging. Look at that guy. He's digging. He loves holes. He's just going to dig holes. So when we eventually move that pen, we're going to have to basically backfill that whole area. He just likes to dig. He's not doing anything. He just likes to dig. So that's fine. But, yeah, we got lots done today, so at least I got most of the things I wanted to get done. Lucky is out of the house, which is good. He's got some friends, which is also good. Chickens aren't meant to live in the house. I know some people have house chickens. It's not the life for them. They're meant to be outside. So as a transition, he's in the brown shed, and he and the ducks, obviously. And they will grow up. And then they will wander around on the grass like the rest of our chickens. That's just the life you want for them, right? You just want them to enjoy their life. And the best way you can enjoy their life is honor what they were made for. And in this case, it means we are going to let them be out on the grass and do their grassy thing. So, oh, look at the kittens. Look at the kittens. Look at them. Oh, you're not seeing them. I'm bad at angling. Nope. But kittens! I'm hoping I've got a decent angle. Kittens! Hi, sweetie. Oh my goodness. This is Peach. This is Peach. That's Peach. Am I keeping her? No. 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 I'm not. Oh dear. Am I keeping Peach? I shouldn't have named her, should I? No. I can't keep her. I can't. I mean, I get first dibs on kittens. Obviously, they're my kittens. But other people want the kittens. Also, I really should keep a Jake baby. We'll see what Jake has. We'll see. See what Jake has. But I don't have a dilute tortie. I gotta catch them all? Are cats Pokemon now? Ooh. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but man, do I want to? Am I going to? I don't know. I might not be able to give up Peach. Peaches, I'll probably call her. I'm not keeping her. Oh, man. Oh, man. Poor little Peaches. She's going to end up one of the crew. Here comes another one of the crew. There's Wildfire. Man, we love Wildfire. Yeah, poor little Peach. All over. Is that a Mario character? Yes. Am I now going to have to name all kittens born this year after Mario characters? Yes. That's the rule. You're looking good there, sweetie. You do have a couple of mats on your back I have to shave off. So we'll get that done probably this week. It'll be fun. Also, I'd like to shave Whiskey down. But we do have a couple more cold days coming. So Whiskey really hates the cold. So we have a couple more really cold days, like below freezing, coming up. And I really don't want him to be cold. So probably I'll wait to shave him. She doesn't care. She literally does not care. Like, she's like, shave me, don't shave me. It doesn't bother me. So that's what's going on here today at Andersen Acres. I hope you had some fun with us. We have so many adorable, sweet little babies right now. I am very excited to hatch some more. Coming up, we have a lazy day tomorrow. Monday, we have to candle some eggs. Tuesday, and lock down bunnies. Tuesday, we have to lock down some eggs. And hopefully next weekend, we'll have more hatching babies. That would be fantastic. But for right now, we are going to be done. We are going to admire all the birds because they are absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to go inside. I'm going to make some popcorn and I'm going to curl up and watch some horror movies because that's kind of what I'm in the mood for. It'll be fun. There goes the chicken. Chickens doing stuff. That's how we end the day. Chickens doing chicken stuff.